In the setting sun, the silence of the forest was broken by the sound of two men running in abject horror. Trey and Mark finally stopped, hiding behind a thick tree. Trey was holding his side while Mark had a trickle of blood falling from his cheek. "What the actual hell was that?" Mark said, breathlessly. Trey did not answer, being unsure himself. He tasted bile and vomited. Mark rubbed his back, keeping a sharp lookout as he did. While Trey slowed his breathing, he went to answer but froze. A decaying odor, like a carcass baking in the late summer heat, filled his nostrils. The same smell from before, he thought fearfully. When Trey turned to look at Mark, his blood went cold. There, behind Mark's head, were wicked, black antlers. Trey's eyes widened as he watched the antlers start to rise above Mark's head. The antlers were attached to a bleach white skull, resembling a wolf's, with long, pointed canines, stained with old blood. Mark was rooted in place, frightfully watching Trey's wide eyes. It towered above them both for a moment. Gaunt, leathery skin hung to its skeletal body, all with scraggly, blackish-brown hair clinging to its neck, and its long, sharpened claws were caked with mud. Mark looked up slowly, saliva escaping the horrid creature's mouth, dripping down onto his face. Both men made no effort to move, for the terrible creature had them entranced in terror. Trey then screamed, "Run!" Mark was still stuck in place when the creature snarled, opening its cruel mouth, and bit down on the top of his head. Blood sprayed out, covering Trey while he watched his beloved's face begin to twitch. "What's happening?" Mark slurred, blood pouring down his face. "I'm sorry," Trey whispered tearfully. He ran, ignoring the sickening sound of the bone crunching, every fiber of his being urging him to continue. Something caught his foot, throwing him off balance and sending him crashing to the ground. Sprawled out, he tried to regain his breath, readying himself to run when a disembodied voice called out, "Trey!" Trey did not respond but frantically searched for the noise, the sky becoming darker with each passing second. A twig snapped somewhere near him, causing him to stop moving. The disgusting smell returned, making Trey's stomach drop. He silently prayed, hoping the creature wouldn't find him. The smell became overwhelming as Trey felt a hot breath above his head. Looking up, he stared directly into the deep, black eye sockets of the hideous creature. His scream was cut short as the creature snapped its jaws around Trey's face,